Welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas. My name is CeeCee and this is day 10. In this video, I'm going to color this image. This is my take on the Christmas village. A village that's probably somewhere warmer, so it's not traditional, definitely not. It's more of my modern take on it, with giant trees, giant decorated trees, and little houses. The main focus are these trees, of course. And I'm going to be using colored pencils for the entire image. I just wanted to show you how to achieve a blended look without the aid of Gamsol, which is what you saw me use earlier in this jar. I have a sponge and I have Gamsol there, and all it is, Gamsol is an odorless mineral spirit, or OMS for short, so you can find it in another brand. Gamsol is the name of the brand. Gamblin, yeah, Gamblin I think it's pronounced, and you usually use a paper stump for that. And what that does is that it breaks down the pigment of a colored pencil and makes it so that you can spread it around and smooth everything out, which is what I've done here in this major tree right here. But I'm going to show you how you can achieve kind of like the same look. Of course, not as smooth, but if you have the patience to do it, it can be super fun. I want to render that round shape. And also this tree is a little bit different because it has kind of like a square-ish bottom. And just know that my light source is coming from directly from the front, so facing everything. So of course, wherever I have curved shapes, the shadows will be more pronounced because there's less exposure, there's more curve. And so of course, I went super large here on this side. And all I do basically is just add my medium value to that light color that I already have in the background. And I proceed very lightly, very slowly. And when I'm happy with where I've added that medium value, I go back in with the color that I have in the background, and I just kind of like go over the edges to soften everything, just like bridging the gap between the background and the medium value or the medium color that I just added. And I just do large or small circles, you know, I vary it up. But again, this is done super lightly, and I follow the curve, of course. Here at the bottom, it kind of tapers down, although I kind of missed that side a little bit, but I can work at it even more. So I'm going to show you right away what I do with my third value, which is the darkest. I emphasize the biggest curves. So, and I'm always going lightly at first because you can't really remove anything that you do with colored pencils. You can add though, so be patient, and that's part of the fun in my eyes anyways. Some people don't like that, but some people, I know some of you are out there that are as nerdy as I am and you enjoy coloring with colored pencils and just taking your time and enjoying the process. So for me, this is the fun. I put on some music, or sometimes I even put on a movie or watch TV, and I just do that, and it's a lot of fun. So you can see the difference from this side to that side, and all I did is I added that dark value. Now if you want to push that even further and try to get it smoother, you can take your medium value now and try to merge those two colors together and feather that out. I forgot to mention something else. You can totally take a paper stump that is dry without any Gamsol if you don't want to use this, because one word of caution, when you use odorless mineral spirit, even though it's odorless, it is still toxic. So I don't suggest you sniff the jar. And if you use it, try to have a window open maybe so that the fumes can exit, and also keep the lid closed whenever you're not using it. So what I usually do is I dunk my paper stump, then I close the lid, and then I work on my design. But that was just an aside. So take your paper stump and you can still even it out a little bit, because you can see I have color at the tip here and it was totally clean. So like I said, if you don't want to use OMS, then just use your paper stump dry like this and see how even you can. It does help. It does help for sure. So there you go. I'm so happy with this page. I had my doubts at some point in time because I thought the pink was clashing a little bit with the green trees, and that's why I ended up adding some yellow. But yeah, I really do love it. I also added a little bit of turquoise to the sky just to make it more realistic. I do love how the gold watercolor shimmer, or not shimmers, but how it looks against those trees. And I did this kind of like halo or glow around that top star there. I didn't want to put too much emphasis on the houses because I wanted the star of this to be the trees. But yeah, it's all colored pencils, and I've had an absolute blast doing this. I hope that you'll give it a try. This coloring page is downloadable at my Etsy store, so I will link down below. All the supplies as well will be listed in the description. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. A huge thank you to my awesome patrons for their support and encouragement and patience as well while I plow through these last few days. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you for day 11. Bye.